Hey everyone, it's Adam from Outliers. This is your midweek NFL Week 5 report. And because SGPN's Munaf Manji told me that I needed to do this, maybe a little bit of baseball at the end. So look, let's jump right in with this trend. We got another London game this week. And just big thing to know about London games is that the favorites get it done. Jags got it done last weekend. They covered as well. Faves overall in the London games are 20, 10, and 1 straight up. They're 16 and 15 ATS, but they get it done overall. They are money. Like you could bet them on the money line and you'd be profitable. Jags, who have played more London games than anyone else, 5-5 in their London games and 5-5 ATS. They're actually 5.5-point dogs this weekend against the Bills. Key injuries to think about and talk about. While yesterday it wasn't actual practice on Monday, it's just sort of estimated practice. I always like to remind everybody that people don't usually practice on Monday. It's much more of a what they would have done if they had practiced, and that's how you can get some key injury notes. The big ones are coming out of the Patriots camp because they lost two key defenders. Matthew Judon tore his bicep, and Christian Gonzalez is also going to be out. This is already a team that was struggling. And Bill Belichick has a reputation for having really stout defenses. The defense was ranked 8th in DVOA. But look, having these key injuries, especially a guy on the line like Judon, who's getting those sacks, that's really going to hurt pace of game for the Patriots. Patriots are already a team that I wasn't looking to back, and this is just going to continue that. In terms of line moves, talked about in the last video that Bengals line move has moved all the way down to 3. It's probably based around Burrow, probably based around the performance. This Eagles against the Rams, who have a banged up Matthew Stafford, might be getting Cooper Kupp back. He's a lot of practice this week. They're still 4.5-point favorites, which is a little bit short. A 4.5-point line is usually indicative of a game that's going to end within a touchdown, because 4.5 is a dead number. So just something to look at. I know that my homerism and being an Eagles fan, I probably will still back the Birds. So look, on to baseball. The playoffs started today. My Phillies are playing right now. We got a couple things that you want to keep in mind. Managers are going to tinker a lot more. There's going to be a lot more shorter leashes, both on players that are batting and also on pitchers. So you might want to look towards unders and Ks. You might want to look towards unders and outs. You may not want to go nuts on assuming that somebody's going to have 4 at bats. They may only have 3. Something pretty key to know trend wise: home teams that are coming off a loss in the series, they've actually been really good at the bounce back. I know that Tampa Bay lost today, and a lot of folks like myself really like them for the series over the Rangers, who struggled down the stretch. Tampa Bay lost at home today. All 3 of the games in this wildcard round are at their home team for the Rays. So home teams, though, they are 14-8 straight up. And 16-6 on run lines in the last 22 tries in the bounce back game after losing that game 1. Phillies, who are leading 3-1, are probably not going to do that, but the Brewers are losing right now 4-3. So by the time you watch this, if they have lost, they're going to be in a bounce back situation. You might want to look to back the Rays, might want to look to back the Brewers. Hopefully the Phillies hang on to this. Futures I wanted to tell you that I like. Ozzie Albies, 40-1 World Series MVP. He bats right behind Ronald Acuna, is going to be the NL MVP. They can't pitch around him. He bats just as well as Acuna. He hits both types of pitchers, left-handed and right-handed. And Acuna gets on base so much that it's sort of an almost automatic RBI situation. I love that value. World Series MVP tends to be based a lot around statistics versus narrative. While we're talking about narrative, ALCS MVP, I like a future on Adley Rutschman at 16-1. He is the Orioles catcher. He sort of helped bring towards this movement of the Royals rocketing from having a bunch of young guys to being honestly the best team in the league record-wise. Look, it would be a pretty big moment for him, and he's kind of the leader of that team. Obviously, they still have to get there, but I just think that taking some of these lines now, you're going to get a little bit of value, especially on a long shot like Ozzie Albies. That's all that I got for today. Tune in. We're going to have another one on Friday. We'll have a guest and we'll have some props. And good luck on all your bets. Share, like, do all the things. And thanks again for coming by.